One of the most common style fears that we as men have as we start to age is looking like that guy. You know, that guy. That dude who's rocking and rolling all over town in an outfit that screams, I want to look cool. He looks like he raided his 15-year-old son's wardrobe and stole his gear and was like, I can squeeze into this, right? You've seen him, I've seen him, but we sure as hell don't want to be him. There's a fine line between looking stylish and hip and looking like a fool. And so today, I thought we'd talk about it so that I could offer my insight and advice. The inspiration for this topic are all of the 50-year-old dudes I see walking around in their Abercrombie t-shirts that are one size too small, their True Religion jeans, they are trying, they're walking around like, what? Huh? Check me out. And I'm like, no, I don't want to, come here, come here, it's okay, come here. You're 50, it's cool. It doesn't mean that you have to not be cool, but it does mean that you can't dress like you're 15. And the inspiration for this video came because of an email I got the other day. Alright, so the subject, when is old too old? You know where this is going. Alright, it says, I'm a 44-year-old man who loves to dress stylish and really cares about how I look, which this is great, alright? Because more men need to care about how they look as they age. So many of us let ourselves go. It's like we hit 30, we hit 40, or it's like, whatever, put me out to pasture, I'm done. Today, I have on Express Photographer slacks and a Hollister button-up shirt, Aldo dress shoes. My question is this: I mainly love to shop at Express, American Eagle, Abercrombie & Fitch, Hollister, and Banana Republic. I'm very athletic, 5'11" and 160 pounds, so athletic thin with some muscle. Alright, well this is fantastic. Great, you've got a great physique, you can wear just about anything. I want my clothes to fit well, but I don't want to look like I'm dressing like a 20-year-old when I'm almost 45. How old is too old to shop at these stores? And what are some alternatives to them? Thanks. This, my friends, is a great question, and one that I hear, that I see, that I get all the time, and it's about age appropriate and what it really means. Alright, time to break it down. Now, he had a few different stores and a few different types of stores. Basically, two different ends of the spectrum. On one end, he's got American Eagle. On the other end, he's got Banana Republic. So let's analyze this. Abercrombie, Hollister, American Eagle, these stores are indeed catering to a younger demographic, and you really need to start to be careful once you reach, I'd say, 30 years old, alright? Your early 20s, you're cool. Your teens, you're cool. But once you reach and cross into that late 20s, early 30s, you really need to be careful. The problem really comes in when we're talking about big, bold logos. Now, as a general rule, I personally don't really get into branding, alright? So if something has a big logo across it, letting you know it's Polo, Abercrombie, whatever, I try and steer away from it. I really don't feel that that adds anything, and really it subtracts, to be honest. I feel like you can be stylish without advertising how much you spent on a specific article of clothing. But here's the deal. But really, it comes down to this branding being the biggest issue, alright? Because if it didn't say Hollister, Abercrombie, American Eagle, nobody would know. Honestly, nobody would know. One of the reasons it's so difficult just to say, don't shop here, don't shop here, don't shop here, is because in these stores, they have some options that are absolutely fine. They don't have big logos, then they, you know, they're a slim fit. They look great. They look like you could have gotten it from the Gap. I mean, seriously, and the Gap is pretty age appropriate regardless of what age you are. That being said, jeans are another example, okay? If you're wearing Abercrombie, Hollister, American Eagle jeans, nobody's going to be like, oh my god, he is wearing You can't, because they're pretty basic. I see a guy walking down the street who's 65 years old and he's wearing a pair of Abercrombie jeans. I don't even notice. I don't notice. But if I see that same 65-year-old guy and he's walking down the street in a pair of $350 jeans he bought from Nordstrom's and they're all blinged out on the pockets, I'm going to notice and be like, yo, dude, seriously, come here. Come here. See what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily the store, it's more about the items that you're selecting within the store. But if you out there are looking for a general rule, if you're not comfortable and you don't trust your own judgment, I would say that if you're in your 30s and beyond, you need to stay out of stores Abercrombie, Hollister, and American Eagle. With Express, all of their t-shirts should be avoided. Doesn't matter your age. They're all crazy and fun. Ah! yeah, Express, whatever, I've got Griffins. But Express does have some pretty standard stuff and clothing that is stylish. You've got your plain basic button-up shirts that actually come in a lot of different fits, so if you're looking for something slim, you could try there. Also their pants. They've got a pant called the Photographer that I really dig, and it's a great sort of in-between casual khaki and a dress slack. It's sort of that in-between with a little bit of stretch. They've got suits, they've got ties, they've got some stuff that is really great looking. Express quality, on the other hand, is somewhere, I would say, average at best, alright? Express clothing, it looks good right then. But once you get it home, you start wearing it, you start washing it, you start taking it to the cleaner, it starts to look rough pretty fast. Me personally, if I'm spending that kind of money, I want my clothes to last a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go with the store that has a little bit better reputation as far as quality is concerned. Alright, The Gap. The Gap is the grown-up version of Hollister, American Eagle, and Abercrombie & Fitch. Alright, Banana Republic is the grown-up version of Express. Their stuff, on the other hand, is better quality. It's going to last you a lot longer. You also know, shopping in those stores, that they're going to be age appropriate. They're designed for the modern man, okay? Nothing they sell is super trendy, super like, whoa, look at me. It's like, hey, I want to be stylish. The fit, the fabric, everything is pretty much working. Now, we can't get out of here without talking about Aldo, the shoe store Aldo. If you guys aren't familiar, it's a shoe store. They sell very modern, very fashion-forward styled shoes. Alright, once again, it comes down to quality. Aldo's quality is right about here, alright? A step above Steve Madden. And if you've ever worn a pair of Steve Madden shoes, you know that the quality is pretty terrible. You're gonna wear a pair of Aldo shoes for, I'd say, probably about 6 months before they either break, they look rough, they wear out. And me personally, I feel that nothing makes you look cheaper than wearing cheap shoes. And I am not saying that you need to spend hundreds of dollars on shoes in order to have them look good, alright, or to stand up and basically wear well. There are some lower price point options right around where Aldo is that are actually going to last, be more durable, and look less cheap. Alright, so the age-appropriate takeaway from this video, it's more about the style and the option that you're selecting as opposed to the store that you're shopping in. But a general rule, one that you can pretty much live by. If you go into a store, you're checking it out, you're like, oh, I like that. Stop. Look around. Alright? The sales associates, are they over the age of 23? If they're not, chances are you're in a store that is well below your demographic. But you can always shop there. You're just walking a very delicate line. Select carefully, my friend, because you don't want to look like that guy.